Hello everybody, welcome back to the Menagerie series. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Ars Magica again. But this time we're not going to be doing spells. Instead, this time we're going to be playing with portals. And Ars Magica portals look like this. They look circular, well, as circular as something in Minecraft can get. And they're built just as you see them here. Now, the portals do require some form of power, and of course the methods of generating power in Ars Magica are with the Nexuses. Nexuses? Anyway, the easiest one, of course, is the light Nexus. It will always generate a small amount of power as long as it's daylight, and in fact you can build a light Nexus with moonstone caps, and that will generate power at night. So theoretically, you could build a system that will power the portal at all times, but this is usually sufficient to keep it powered up enough to work. You could also use any of the other Nexuses. This is probably just the easiest one. And portals are fairly simple to use. Right-clicking there will create the portal effect here, and stepping through will take me to this portal here, which is just on the other side of the house on this little hill here. And again, here I have a portal which has a light Nexus feeding it the power. The power is required to send you to the portal, not to receive it. So it does need power if you want to use this portal to send you somewhere. But if you had a portal that was just going to be receiving you, you wouldn't need it with power, although that does seem like it might not be too worthwhile. But anyway, if I hit this and jump through it, I will end up over here, which is on this side of the house. So I was over there, and now I'm over here. And again, a portal with a light Nexus powering it. Hit it and go through, and now I am back over behind the house. So I have a total of the 3 portals, 1, 2, 3, and what's important is that they are not, that's the order I built them in. I built this one first, then that one, and then that one. And so when I go into this one, it's a round robin effect. It will take me from portal 1 will take me to portal 2 will take me to portal 3, and portal 3 will take me back to portal 1. If I were to build a 4th portal somewhere, I would go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then 4 back to 1. So it's not the distance or the direction or anything like that. It's the order in which you make them. And so that's a basic principle behind the way that the portals work. They have a fairly good range. The compendium says you can travel up to 12 kilometers, which would be 12,000 blocks, which is pretty far, but it would use a huge amount of power to transport you that distance. So I'm assuming that means that the distance that it's transporting you determines, my spell ran out, determines how much power is required. So the farther you're going, the more power you are going to need to supply in order to do it. Now, if you had a lot of portals, you would say that you have a flaw in the system because you'd keep bouncing from one portal to the next. So if you use this portal to go there, and this portal to go there, and that portal to go somewhere else, and that portal to go somewhere else, and that portal to go somewhere else, etc., and you'd have to go through that whole round robin to get back to where you started. And technically that's true if you do it that way. But up here you have what's called a keystone receptacle. And the keystone receptacle will take, as you might expect, keystones, which look like this. Now, if you shift right-click on the keystone, you'll open up this interface. And these 5 squares along the outside allow you to put in runes, any of the runes that are available from Ars Magica. And it's sort of like a combination. So this blue rune and this red rune form a combination. If I put this rune over here, that would be a separate combination, as would be this and this. These are all separate combinations. And so you have quite a lot of flexibility there because, after all, there are, let's see here, and I believe you can use the blank runes as well, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 different runes. And in the interface you have, well, again, you could only use 1 rune, you could use 2, 3, 4, or 5, and you can put them in any combination. And again, something like that is, these are different combinations. So you would have the ability to make quite a few different types of keystones that you can place into those keystone receptacles. I'm just going to go ahead and sleep through the night because it's just simpler to not have to deal with something cropping up at me in the middle of the night. So let's head back over here to this portal. So as I said, this makes up a combination. I have a blue rune on the top, red rune to the right. Now if I take that keystone, I can pop that into the receptacle somehow. Let me see, shift right click? No? Left click? Oh. Oh, I guess. Wait a minute, how does this work? Hold on one second, let me figure out. I'm doing something wrong. Alright, I figured out. This actually has its own GUI, so if I shift right click on it, I will open this up. Now if I take this keystone that I already put with the blue and red runes in it and shove it into it, that is now the combination for this particular portal. So to give you an idea, let's go back over. We're going to fly now over here because of the way I've done this. But let's go back over here to this portal, which you remember was the third portal. And before, when we used it, it sent us back over there. Now it shouldn't do that because I don't have the combinations. It should send me to portal number 2, which it did. And portal number 2 will send me to portal number 3 again. Because that portal over there has that blue and red rune combination, and that's what's needed to get sent over there. So what you do is you take one of your keystones, shift right click it to open, and if I put a blue and a red rune like so, now if I use this and I click on, or I right click on this receptacle, or yeah, the keystone receptacle, what it's saying is that as a portal, please take me to the next portal that has this combination. And I only have one, and that's the one over there. So going through it will take me to it. And if I can do that again here, but again, it won't take me anywhere, as this is the only portal I have with this combination in there. So the idea on it is you can set up a portal to have a certain rune combination based upon these keystones. So maybe your home has a blue rune here, you know, like so, and maybe you have a mine with a red rune there, like so, and etc., etc., and you simply use those to, you can use any keystone portal. You just have a keystone receptacle that's keyed towards your particular destination, right click on where you want it to go, and then it would send you there. So that is the theory, at least, behind the way portals work. In addition to that, there is a secret, which is the real reason why I've done this. These actually would have been fairly useful and handy to have for some of the travelings that I've done. Essentially, they act similarly to the way a portal gun works, except maybe not as portable as the portal gun. But the real reason I built this portal is the portal has the ability to take you to a hidden dimension that you have to figure out how to get there. And I don't want to give away the secret on how to get to the hidden dimension. So I'm going to set that up, and I'm going to travel, and then we're going to travel there and check it out. But before I go, the thing about the hidden dimension is that once you get there, there's no way to get back unless you build a portal and provide the system for which you can get back in. So I need to make sure I have these blocks as well as power, and I'd like it'd be great if I could build a light nexus there, but I may not be able to, so I don't want to count on it. And to that end, I've been charging up a mana battery, which will hopefully give me enough power to do what I need to do. But let me get ready to do that, and we will check that out in just a little bit. Okay, we are back, and I have activated this portal, which will take us to the secret dimension. You can see it's glowing red, which is always dangerous. And I am not showing you how to activate this portal to get the secret dimension. If you really need to know, there are plenty of websites and videos out there that will show you the secrets of how to get to the secret dimension. But I don't want to be the one to reveal how it's done, so I'm not going to. Hopefully. I may make a mistake and you may end up figuring out how to do it, but hopefully I will not be the one to reveal it. But the portal is ready to take us to the secret dimension. Now, I will tell you this. I have made a backup of my world prior to this starting of this video, or the starting of this portion of the video, because now I won't restore the backup if I end up dying and getting killed over in the other dimension. That may happen, obviously. What I am keeping it for is in case I have done something incredibly wrong and I do not have all of the stuff that I need in order to build another portal in order to get back here. Because as I understand it, this is kind of like what happens with the Mistcraft world. If you don't have that linking book to get back, you're not coming back. And if I don't have the ability to make this portal on the other side, I won't be able to get back, which obviously is just not an acceptable thing. So I've made a backup of the world just for that. I will not use it in case I die. I will use it in case I have screwed myself into not being able to come back. But that should be enough of that. Let's go jump through this world. I know, again, that I will probably be attacked almost instantly upon entering the world. The dimension, I should say. But here we go. All right. I did not get attacked, which is good. And here are the denizens of the world now. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Oh my goodness, they scared me. I'm glad I'm flying. These are hell cows, as you can see. And they swarm, as you can see. There's several there. There's several there. They actually hit pretty hard. I'd like to show you guys how badly they hit. So I'm going to get down a little bit close to them. Hit me? There you go. So, 1.5 hearts worth of damage, 3 points of damage. And again, I am wearing almost full Battle Mage armor. So again, they are pretty deadly. You can kill them fairly simply with ranged spells, obviously, and they won't be able to touch you. Yeah, hell cows here in the cow dimension, I believe is what it's called. And if you hear them, moo 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 moo. They sound pretty funny, really. Oh wow, my diamond sword only does four points of damage. Some of the moos to me sound like they were voiced by Tofsky. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but they sure do sound like his voice somewhat. I'm gonna go ahead and kill off. Moo! And they give a pretty decent amount of experience as well. So anyway, this is the cow dimension with the hell cows in it. And as you can see, it's fairly sparse. There's not a lot here. Stone, gravel, dirt, not even any real grass, and hell cows, obviously. You can't have a cow dimension without some hell cows. I have no idea if this world generates ores or not. I really don't know. I thought I would get swarmed a little bit worse than I am, so I'm feeling very fortunate here. And this should allow me to build my return portal fairly easily. And so I am going to work on creating the return portal right here in this area. And I'll do that right now. Okay, I have built a portal, and I have built a dark nexus. Now, I did that because the moon doesn't move. Yeah, it does not move. So, that means you have a dimension with eternal night, and a light nexus would not work. I could use a light nexus with the moonstone caps, which maybe would work. But the dark nexus feeds off of the life energy of creatures, and so it's almost pretty much guaranteed to work. All I have to do is get Oh, that's some murky colored or red colored water. All I have to do is get some of these guys. Look, there's a whole bunch of them right here. All I got to do is come within, you know, a close proximity to them where they see me. And they can't touch me because I can fly. But then I can just, look at it. It looks like I'm leading my own army of mad crate. Are these guys inflicted with mad cow disease? Is that what it is? I can, lead my army of mad cows over here to my dark nexus, where, there we go, they will get sucked in. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to do, and the dark nexus will destroy them very loudly, I might add, but it will kill them and then send its power to the nexus itself, or the portal itself, and you can see the bands of energy going up to the portal. So very easy for me to keep this portal powered, I guess would be the right word, just with the essence of, or the life essence of the creatures that are here. So, so real quick right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig around down and see if this dimension generates any ores worth noting, and I'll let you know if I find anything. Okay, I went digging, and I really didn't discover anything interesting. There was some kimmerite, I found some lava, but I didn't see any, I didn't see diamonds or irons or copper or any of that, so my suspicion would be that only the Ars Magica 2 ores generate here, which kind of explains a little bit about why there's no real description other than if you look on the internet of how to get to this dimension, and that may be because there really isn't anything here other than these hell cows, and I think this is more for fun on Mythian's part than anything else. Now, maybe at some point he has an idea of maybe turning this dimension into something that will have something, some type of major structures or something here. It would be kind of neat if maybe these hell cows were the minions, maybe of some sort of powerful mage wizard. But here we have some holes in the well, we did, and we can see that there are caves and such that go down, but ultimately I don't see any types of ores in the walls of those caves. So yeah, it doesn't look like this dimension would provide anything of any real use other than fun and maybe a bit of exploration. I thought I saw a little bit of Vintium there again, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Ars Magica ores are going to spawn here, but it seems like it's doubtful that you will find much of anything else. I'll go over here to this large patch that I see on the map, but I don't see anything here. If I have 3, the biome is Moo Moo Farm. That's the name of the biome. The name of the dimension maybe, but it's definitely the name of the biome. I don't even see any pools of essence here like you would find. Well, we have apatite. Huh. We have apatite, so maybe there are ores that generate here. I don't know. That is pretty crazy. Huh. I don't know what to think about that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what this dimension would necessarily be good for, but I wanted to show you the Ars Magica secret, quote-unquote secret dimension. As I said, it's really not too difficult to find on the internet how to get here, but again, I'm not going to be the one to show you. Now, the next thing that I have to try to figure out is, can I make these guys go through the portal? Because that's how I am going to have to use to get them over there. So let me see if I can do that. First thing I'm going to do is activate this portal. Okay, I've activated the portal, and which in the fashion of what it should take for it to take me back to the proper world. It doesn't look red, and I don't know if that's because it doesn't look red on this end of things. But let's go grab one of these guys. Here's a volunteer. Where are you going? There we go. And let's see if I can... Whoa. I noticed this with... This is a problem with the gravity gun. If you have the mob in front of you and you move forward while flying, you fly so fast that the gravity gun doesn't keep up. And as you move forward, you get close to the mob you're holding, and you get close enough that it can actually hit you like that. So I have learned to fly backwards because that will keep it from being able to hit me. So let's see if I can push him in through the portal, and if that will make him go to the other side. Well, it sure doesn't look like it. No, he's not going into the portal. Let's try it from this end. No, he is not going into the portal. He's definitely not. Just for... Oh, no, let go, Dark Nexus, let go! Boy, how far of a range does that Dark Nexus have? There we go. Just for fun, I'm going to do this. Woo! Donk. I don't know why I think that's fun, but it's kind of fun. Alright, so I'm obviously not able to push these guys through the portal and into the overworld dimension. I'm not sure if there's another methodology by which I would be able to get them to move over there. Let me make sure that this does actually send me over there. Yep, seems like it does. Which is a good thing. Like I said, I was worried that I would cause myself to be stuck. I ended up down in one of my quarry holes. That's pretty interesting. But at least I am back, which is, of course, always a good thing. In Mistcraft, one of my biggest fears is that I end up traveling to another dimension without a linking book to bring me back. So I'm back here. I am going to do just a quick bit of research to find out whether or not there is any way to transport those hell cows over to the overworld, or over here to this dimension, the overworld dimension, where I'm at right now. Okay, a brief amount of searching, and I do not see any method by which I will be able to transport these hell cows from this moo farm dimension, moo dimension, cow dimension, whatever it's called, over to the overworld. I just don't have the necessary means to do so. I don't have any mods that add any extra capabilities to either, you know, capture the hell cows themselves, you know, like some mods do, or even to make certain different kinds of portals or whatnot else. So at this point in time, there's just no way for me to do that. What I thought I'd show you real quick is something a spell that I made called Magic Quarry. And I'm going to fire it here on medium power. The only bad part about this spell is I have to leave the power setting to whatever I have it. So I have it on medium power, and I can't change out of the medium power setting until the spell is done. I actually can change out of the medium power setting, but when I do, it affects how the spell ends up working. So I just tend to leave it alone. But as you can see, what it does is it just digs a hole straight down. Now, if it runs into any water or lava, it will basically get stuck at that point. But it's a dig spell with an area of effect, which is why it's a 5x5 area. It's, I think, also a zone. I can't remember, and it's got gravity. So each time it digs out an area, then that's when it drops to the next level down. And now it didn't stop because it hit this water. It stopped because the spell ran out. And you can see the spell went down to Y level 16 or 15 or so, and we started at Y level. Let's get all the way back up here. 65. So a very fast way to dig essentially straight down to anything. And I've used this a little bit in the overworld and even in the Nether when I've needed to collect things. Looks like the cows are immune to fire and lava, which isn't surprising. And then I have here an ender pouch, which is coded to the ender chest that I have, which is normally feeds from my Buildcraft quarry and goes straight into my AE network. So all I have to do is just land on all of this stuff, open up my ender, at the bottom of my little magic quarry, as I call it, and open up my ender pouch, and I can send everything straight into my AE system. I'm going to do that real quick. I'm not going to show you me doing that because it would also reveal the secret thing that activates the portal. And just like that, all the stuff is now over in my AE network at my main base. But as you can see, just in quick exploring here, there's some Vintium. There is Kimmerite down there. Those are all Ars Magica items. But no iron, no coal, no gold. I wouldn't expect to be lucky enough just to see diamond, but you would think you would see some iron or coal. So clearly none of the vanilla ores are spawning here in this dimension, which again leads me to believe that there's not much use or value in traveling to this dimension. So I don't mean to dwell on that too much, but I just wanted to show you what some basic explorations kind of reveal about this dimension here. And of course, I cannot find my way back up where I was at. I get lost very easily down in these tunnels and stuff. There we go. Somewhere around here. There we go. All right. So we'll just go straight back up to the top. But anyway, as I was saying, I have no method of transporting the hell cows from this dimension to the overworld. I just do not have the ability to do it. So if you like, leave a comment and tell me what you think. There are, of course, spawn eggs that I can use that will spawn hell cows, and I can use those in the overworld, I believe. At least I haven't tried it, so I don't know. But usually you can use them anywhere, and so I could spawn the hell cows in the overworld, put them into the Ark to make the Ark more complete. It's not like the Ark is going to be 100% complete anyway because of the various issues, as I mentioned in the last episode, and other issues that I haven't mentioned. But if you think I should go ahead and spawn them in and place them into the Menagerie just for a little bit more completeness, let me know. And if you think I should, I will. I'm not the kind of person that likes to do a lot of cheating type stuff. And that would, of course, be direct cheating because there's no legitimate way to get spawn eggs with the mods I have installed. There is no legitimate way to get the spawn eggs. So I'm not inclined to do it off the top of my head, but if people think that I should, just to have them in my Menagerie, I would definitely do so. But we have the next episode, we will be traveling to another dimension. And I don't want to give away what we'll be traveling to, but it's not going to be too terribly difficult to figure out, I don't think. But we'll do that next episode. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.